Ironwood Games. This is Andrew. Welcome back to our Neon Dynasty quick draft. In the last video, we drafted this red-white, just one splash of black deck. We're going to take it out here and see how it does. If we can find any opponents. There's some opponents out there for us. There we go. Alright, I like this. We've got a turn 2 Terrarium, which puts us into like a turn 3 Goshentai, which can crew up our recovery unit. So we'll keep it. I'm not sure on kind of the matchup how this might go if it's we're going to search for a plains because we're a little bit lighter on plains and we have a bunch of white cards in our hand. We could get the one of the 2 swamps we have, but we only have 1 black card that needs it, so that's why I'm not gonna like be overly concerned with it. So the one concern that we could have is if putting out the Goshentai, it does give our opponent a nice target, even though it does start getting stuff done. We do want to not lose that, and so I think putting out the Imperial Subduer, which can deal 3 damage next turn, it's a little bit, it taps down a blocker. I think it's a better threat to put out for our opponent, and then we can put down one of our vehicles, and we'll save this for maybe later on when we do chip in for a couple of points of damage. So the other thing we can do at some point, we can sack this, but until we have a way to like recur it or do something, I don't know that we need to. The question is, we attack here, do we tap down their patrol? Oh, I guess it is not a May, so we do tap down their patrol. I was thinking it was a May and we choose to leave it up for them to block with. Here, we haven't played a land. I do want to get to 5 lands for my Sunblade Samurai, so I think we play out the Dragonfly suit. Because then next turn, if we play our 5-drop, okay, I guess they didn't draw very well or something, so that was a gimme. We'll take it. It was looking pretty good for us. Still doesn't give us a real sense of maybe the format or how good our deck is, but we'll take some free wins. Let's go into the next one. Alright, let's see. We've got this Ronin to start things off with. This Hidetsugo as our 1 black. Not a great opening hand, but I think a 1, 2, 3, 4 is a fine opening hand. I would keep this as a 6 and throw this back. So I think that's kind of meet the measure of this. If this was my 6, I wouldn't. I would take it. Throwing that back. So having 1 dead card is fine, doesn't make it worth a mulligan. The rest of the hand is fine. It does things. Alright, so we'll see what our opponent has. We're just going to throw this out there. Get our free damage in. Yeah, that's fine. It comes back. Eventually, we just discard this guy for a card. Let's see. Do we have any reason to play our planes and or to not play our planes? He gets blocked by this guy, so at this point we're just gonna throw. Oh, we could have. I guess that had flash. We could have just done that on our opponent's turn to keep him off, but this has defender, so I guess it doesn't hurt us. Cool. Okay, so now we play out planes. Because this has flying, we could put out the Ronin, but this has reach, so that doesn't actually do it. We could put out the Golden Tail Disciple. I think we just play out another vehicle here. Our opponent's not putting much on a threat, but is building up kind of a wall here that we've got to fight through. I do think we're in fine shape. Yeah, we'll take one. You got something to give us some more? I will take more. Okay, we're gonna ninjutsu. For 5, which is, I mean, sucks, but is perfectly acceptable. Here, we can play the lifelinker, which does screw up our thing. We can't really block the Shadow Walker very effectively. But we could play this out. Yeah, because then next turn we can play this and have one up to do its thing. So we're just going to be defensive here for a minute. This may not go well. Our opponent getting to bring out a 5/5. Kind of sucks. But we'll see what else our opponent has. We're still in it. We can come back from this. At this point, if we do play Terrarium, we do get the Swamp to be able to bring this guy out. I think exiling cards and dealing damage to his board is going to actually be pretty beneficial for keeping everything in check. We're going to want to have a way to take this guy out through some kind of double block or something. That's fine. If you want to. I don't know that he does. I think we just take another 5 here. I know it's a big chunk and it seems risky, but we just need to get that. So I think here we play Terrarium. We get the Swamp, so we have a land for turn. And then we play Exemplar. We have mana to sack that. And we have enough blockers to hold down no attacks. Our opponent here. And I think we're back in this. Our opponent has a few more cards than us, but that's fine. Because we're going to get our value going once we start to, like, sack this and then attack with the Imperial unit. It's going to be a nice little piece. We can sack this and bring it back with the Imperial Recovery unit. We just have to get rid of this 5/5. So, depending on what our opponent has and what he wants to do, I think the best course of action from our opponent is to do nothing and continue to build the board, and then force us to have to attack to start doing those things. But let's find out. Interesting. Might have some other ninjutsu things. So we want to... Yeah. Crew a 2/2. That way we have 5 power and 6 toughness, so he can't kill them both. And then we will pass to blockers. We'll block, block. We'll let him ninjutsu if he has another 5/5. There's unfortunately not much we can do about that. So yeah, we'll put and look to kill this one, which is fine. Let's see. Target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Yeah, that's fine. Not much we can do about that. So go to 6. Go to my turn. Play a land. Do we have... This is a 4/4. I think we play out our biggest thing. And I think we sacrifice... here... Put a counter? Where do we put a counter? If we're just gonna chump here, we can't... I think we put the counter there. I don't know if that's right or not. If we make this a 5/5 instead, but this way we have the option of blocking here. If he attacks with just the 4/3, we have the option of double blocking. And that's going to be a good thing, I assume, playing a counter, putting it somewhere. Yeah. Fine. This is not looking great for us. And here's the thing. If we're going to chump with something, I think I'd rather save my demon. I don't know if I can afford to take 5. Do we try and double block? This guy is... Yeah, I think we take 5 and go to 1, and we just have to start clearing off the board. We're not going to survive. If he has a pump, sure, I think he's out, so can't have a pump. We can go to 1. Do we exile the top card of our library to play it? Let's see what it is. I think we just need to get something decent enough. Here, we deal damage there because we can. We play a Ghost Shentai because we can. Creature or vehicle, which then we bring back the Ganjo Exemplar. So I think we do that. All attack, 1 attacker. I think we're technically dead. Oh, it only goes to hand. I thought it went to battlefield for some reason. Yeah, we're very dead here. Alright, I don't have to play that out. That was a little rough. Our deck was a little slow. And our opponent had some synergies there that worked for them, so. Alright, that was fun. Let's try another one. Yeah, we were on the back foot on that one, like, the whole time, just having to chump, and our opponent getting that 5/5 out just really hurt. We're going to keep this. We're going to turn 2 into a draw and turn 3 into a land if we need to. Cool. Spear is fine. Play out the Spirit Companion. Get that card, which is, yeah, hopefully a land, so then we can just play. And maybe we should have also played Ghost Shentai earlier. Was that the last game? Now I can't keep track of what all my games are. So that's crew 2. We could play Golden Tail Disciple. It doesn't look like our opponent's going to have much in the way of removal in green-blue. I'm going to offer this trade because I'm happy to take that trade. This one has first strike. So it's fine block. Alright, so we didn't hit a land here, so I think we play the Terraria. Go find our other planes. We want to be able to have planes here. If we play Hover Bike, we tap down their thing. I don't think we need to. I think we attack first. See what our opponent wants to do. I think they take the damage, and then we just have to decide if we're going to pay for the extra damage off Ghost Shentai. I think we're going to decline. We're going to flash this in. I think building our board is going to be better. doesn't matter. We did draw another land. So we can play our Shrine Steward. Is that our best play, though? Leaving something open... This is crew 1, right? So I think we crew it. Go to combat. 2 attackers. Put you to 12. This will deal the most damage next turn. Because now we've got 2 crew 1s. We've got that. I don't think we need the counter or anything. Here we will pay. Because I'm looking at being able to do 5 next turn. With my vehicles. And then that would put them to 6. 1 damage more off the Goshentai puts them to 5, and then 5 more would be lethal. So they did grab some stuff. Looks like they might just be behind. If they're trying to get out, that's fine. Playing... some things. Cool. Alright. We get a 2-2 and a 1-4. Now this has reach. We did get our mountain. So here's what I want to do, is I want to crew here. I want to put the +1/+1 counter here. And then I want to go next attack. The only block he's got is the 1-4. Which would have to die. And then I think we play Imperial Recovery Unit. Next. And we will pay to get you down to 6. And I think we're in a good spot here. Our opponent has lots of resources. On the board, not a great board state. They can make a 3-6 or a 3-5 with reach. And this might be where a Ganjo Uprising is strong enough to get us through. If they only have 2 blockers, we make 2, they make 1. I don't know, we'll see. Because we can use them to crew up our stuff as well. Yeah, you're a shell crab. That sounds fun. Because the issue is, for our opponent, the issue very much is the flying. And they've tapped out again to get this big guy on the ground. Means next. No, cancel that. We go next to attackers. We attack with just this guy. They decline to block. Now we play Shrine Steward. We're gonna search for, and here I think it makes the most sense to get another Goshentai, so that worst case next turn play Go Shintai of Ancient Wars, pass to the end, pay 1 for them to die. So I think we've got this one wrapped up. Unless they've got a way to gain some life. What makes the most sense for my opponent, resolve, is to reconfigure on the grab. Going wide doesn't seem to be good for my opponent. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This has first strike. So I try and eat here. And eat here, why not? Sure. My turn. Play out my land. I crew. I crew. Both flyers, all attack. I think that's it. So because I could pass and pay to deal the 1, but I think because he tapped down his reach, he had no blocks. We want to just go in for the damage. If we have something in combat that keeps him alive, then we still have the opportunity to go Shintai and pay him at the end, ping him at the end. If we just go into that and then he has some kind of trick or something that keeps us from bounces our go Shintai, so he only takes, or it takes 0 or something, then we're giving him another turn. So that's the reason we went kind of in that direction and still went with the attack, even though it's kind of the fun, cutesy thing of just like, oh, pass, 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 ping you for 1 at the end. I don't think it's the smart play. So, all right. There we go. 2 wins, 1 loss. Games 1, 2, and 3. Thanks for joining. Like the video if you enjoyed this one. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet so you can get some more. And then join us for the next set of videos as we'll continue this quick draft. Thanks, guys. Bye.